Pero ang una, sinabi ni Secretary Teodoro na itong Ayungin incident, it was a true obstacle to the peace and the stability in the South China Sea. General Browner proceeded to say that this was tantamount to an act of piracy. However, last Friday, Executive Secretary Bersamin labeled the matter as a mere accident or misunderstanding. And then less than 48 hours later, Secretary Teodoro again said this is not an accident. Are we flip-flopping with the characterization of what occurred? It seems fairly clear from what we heard from our Navy and our Coast Guard what occurred. What exactly occurred and how do we term it? Kasi hindi rin kami nakakaintindi at litong-lito na ang mamayang Pilipino sa naririnig na parang paiba-iba naman ata tayo. Secretary Teodoro.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. The Executive Secretary was interviewed on the aftermath of the the second National Maritime.
Gibo, that was 5 days after the incident.
Yes, ma'am.
And it can hardly be a preliminary assessment 5 days after.
At that time, ma'am, after the national
Limang araw nakalipas,
as of
nasabi na ni General Browner, piracy ito.
as
So he was
because, ma'am,
able to
it's
conclude that. Why did the ES Bersamin conclude something completely
no, he did
different?
not conclude, ma'am. If you notice, being a Chief Justice, he used the terms probably, and he wanted to make sure of his facts.
I think there was no probably
There was,
about the mere misunderstanding or accident.
No, ma'am,
Walang
I think there
probably
was
yun.
probably, if we review the transcript, and he was asked about whether or not it was considered an armed attack. And somehow, in answering that question, he said it was probably even a misunderstanding or
I'll
whatnot.
have to review the same, but
I distinctly recall, ma'am, I think,
is it so?
yes, ma'am, I think the staff can check the record of the transcript.
Regardless, it gave the impression that you were downplaying the incident following the meeting of the National Maritime
no.
Council.